Hello everybody, what's going on? And welcome back to the My Player Career Mode. I hope you're all doing well. If you've missed any of the previous videos, go and check them out. That will set the scene for you before I spoil it. Well, you're already probably looking at the first game and realising what's gone on. So, only 2 games to feature your eyes upon today. Of course, they will be longer games though. And they should be a sensational spectacle to view for the neutral. A lot of words in quick succession there. But yeah, we actually ended up getting through against Barcelona in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And we didn't even beat them. We didn't beat them once, but we still made it through. We got through on the away goal ruling. We drew 0-0 at our place and then went to Camp Nou and beat them. Oh, sorry, drew 1-1, which meant we went through. So yeah, that set up this right here today. Liverpool semi-finals of the Champions League. It's been an awful season for us here at Atletico, but if we could end off our time in Spain, or at least our time with Atletico, with a Champions League final, regardless of if we win it or not, that would be unreal. So, that's the aim today. We've got to better Liverpool over the 2 legs. Juve are playing Milan in the other semi-final. I think that'll probably be Juve heading through, but you can't count Milan out. They're here to play, and they will give it all they have. Couple of results to notify you of as well in the meantime, because I've gone ahead and simmed these games. Deportivo, the team won 3-0. Levante, the team won 4-1. And Tenerife as well was a 2-0 win. So, clearly when there's nothing to play for in the league, we seem to do the job. But before we jump into the Liverpool game then, I want to show you the team that they've currently got. There is a couple of players missing from their usual team that they, are used to seeing, or we're used to seeing. So Salah is still there, Robertson as well, Alisson, Keita, Firmino, Fabinho, Van Dijk, Kimpembe is a new addition. Ben Woodburn seems to be getting a lot of game time, and that is because Mane has left the club, and he's actually doing very well for them at the moment. Manu Vallejo is there, Wijnaldum, and you can kind of see who's playing what, and this is purely Champions League games. So it seems like that from Salah down to Woodburn, that is their usual Champions League team. It's still a decent squad, but looking at the PSG team, looking at the Barca team that we've already beaten, I see no reason why we can't advance through to a Champions League final. Just to let you know as well, I did take a look at the comments section in regards to the difficulty moving forward. Ultimate was just not giving us the action that we were hoping for. Legendary, on the other hand, was doing just that. It was very competitive, the games we played, as you saw with the 1-1 against Barca. We did, however, beat Real Madrid 4-1, so that could be something to keep an eye on. It is Liverpool who get the game underway, and whenever you start a game at Anfield, when You'll Never Walk Alone plays out, it sounds so good on FIFA. You can actually hear the crowd behind it as well. So, if that doesn't hype you up if you're a Liverpool player, I don't know what will. Maybe this early attack from Ben Woodburn, who is on the left-hand side. As we suspected, it is a front 3 of Salah, Firmino, and Woodburn. And it will be one we have to watch out for as we're allowed to just walk forward here. Felix is there, already through. João Felix in behind, across the face of goal, Saul scores. That was one of my concerns with legendary difficulty. I mentioned it. It feels too easy at times when we're running forward like that. But then the other side of that is ultimate. You just don't get the chances. There's nothing to show you. So it's finding that balance. Liverpool, awful as they've started defensively here. Felix just allowed to run straight through. And Jurgen Klopp, look at that reaction. That says it all. I'm praising him about how good this environment is to play in atmosphere as well. And then they do that. No idea what on earth just happened. But Saul scored after 6 minutes. It's the best possible start we could have hoped for. And there's questions about Liverpool's defence there. Really is. Serge Gnabry for Atletico. Down this right-hand side. He releases it to Semedo. And look at the space that Semedo has got here to drive into. Nelson Semedo crosses. And it's gone all the way through to Saul. I'm not sure if he meant to play it there, but that's exactly the place that he went to. A little bit of trickery opens up the space. And Alisson is thankful to see that go into the side netting. It's not the shot I was hoping for. I tried to go back across and sliced it. It was never going to pay off from there, but the trickery in order to get the space was quality. We just needed to do better with the shots. But after 20 minutes, or less than 20 minutes here, Liverpool are all over the place. It has to be said. They have not got the composure you'd expect here from a Jurgen Klopp side. Barella finds with the ball again. We're allowed to go forward. And this time, Alisson will make it with the save. Oh, Ben Davies has had his pocket picked by Salah. Not an area you want to give away the ball. Mohamed Salah now looking for the cross. Lindelof meets it. And it's there for Keita, but Barella has just about done the job. You do not want to let yourself get closed down like that and give the ball to Mohamed Salah in that sort of position. He normally makes you pay for that. And Liverpool here looking a little bit better now as that cross into the box. Davis is there, clears away. Pressure beginning to mount on Atletico here, and we're able to clear it with Jimenez. As Van Dijk should win that up against João Felix and does. Fabinho into the feet of Naby Keita. This is better from the home side as Robertson joins the attack. Now Ben Woodburn. We've not seen a lot of him so far, and he's had quite a decent campaign. 5 goals in the Champions League to his name as Semedo goes in with a sliding challenge, but Woodburn hasn't really gotten the ball too much. Fabinho. Keita again. This is a long spell of possession for Liverpool, but is there anything at the end of it? That is the question. Half an hour gone. Azpilicueta, right-hand side. Back to Salah. Salah's delivery. Jimenez again is there. Serge Gnabry, great control. Finds Felix. In behind her, Atletico again. Felix Gnabry! It's 2 for Atletico. And it's great work from João Felix and Serge Gnabry. They were really the only 2 players involved in it. And they exchange passes. And the ball is in the net again. And the home fans have seen some pretty incredible comebacks in recent years. The Barcelona one springs to mind. They're going to need another, it feels like. As this first half, we've not really been phenomenal, but we've done enough to be 2-0 in front. And that's all we can ask from ourselves. Barella, now Serge Gnabry, down the line for us to chase. Osimhen on the inside. Victor Osimhen, it's fallen, it's 3. And it's all about the attack of Atletico at the moment. But then again, what's going on? What is happening? Out of nowhere, we've now just turned the season on. Where was this earlier on in the season? I mean, it's awful defensively again from Liverpool. Their shape is just non-existent. Maybe after that period of dominance that they've had in terms of having one of the best teams in the world, they've sort of now begun to have their come down. Because tonight, I sort of thought to myself going into the game, we might struggle here. It's been the complete opposite. Here is Semedo crossing deep towards the back post. Azpilicueta will head it away. Liverpool with their first change of the night as Wijnaldum is on for Marco Grujic. And Wijnaldum is one of those players who made the difference in one of their historic comebacks. So it's a change that they have used before. It's a change we know all too well. As Fabinho carries forward, now does find the substitute Wijnaldum. Firmino, though, dispossessed well by Saul. And that's what we've done well tonight. We've not given Liverpool's danger men, if you will, any time on the ball to start making things happen and pull the strings. Here is Salah for the first time in a dangerous area. Wijnaldum! And there is one back for Liverpool. We spoke about the impact that he can have off the bench. And that is the... That's literally their first shot, really, that causes any kind of issue. Oh, don't say they're going to pull one of those miracle comebacks back here now. It's through the legs as well of, is it Jimenez or is it Lindelof? I think that's Lindelof. And Simeone there recognises that they've not had a lot here tonight, Liverpool, but Wijnaldum takes his chances, doesn't he? He is such a good choice to have from the bench. Arguably should have started tonight. And he's got Anfield bouncing, and there is still 15 minutes to play. If Liverpool can get another one back now, that will set us up for a very interesting return leg at our place. Kimpembe's searching ball is overhit in the end, looking for Mohamed Salah. We've got a minute and a half to play here, and that is looking like that's going to be it. As it's been a great first half, not so much a great second. Liverpool did get one back. We didn't reply in the second half, although the damage was done in the first for us, really. Semedo carries this forward. Now Pepe trying a bit of trickery. And there is full time from Anfield. It's Liverpool 1, Atletico 3. It's a scoreline I didn't expect coming into kick-off, but we definitely... I don't know whether or not it's us playing really, really well or Liverpool having a bit of a horror show. But they did get a goal back, and that could prove to be pivotal moving into the second leg. I think for that second leg, though, we will try and play on Ultimate and see how it feels and then go from there. But yeah, great performance at Anfield. Can't wish for much more than that. There is confirmation of the other game between Milan and Juve. Both legs have played out. It's Milan in the final of the Champions League. They beat them after penalties, 5-4. So Milan await one of us or Liverpool. And in fairness, if we throw it away from this point, we don't deserve to play in the Champions League final. Because with a 3-1 aggregate lead, even if Liverpool come here and, you know, play their best game, if they beat us more than 2-0, then we've got issues. So like I mentioned, we will go to Ultimate for this game. I'm also going to play 7 minutes. We'll see what difference that makes in the game. The only reason we weren't playing Ultimate before is because the games just got so boring to play. They were only having like 3 or 4 shots, whereas there, it was one-way traffic in the first half for us, and then second half we kind of sat back, and that allowed Liverpool back into the game. But yeah, we'll see what this brings then. As the team looks unchanged, I can imagine Liverpool's will probably be the same. Grujic is starting again, which means no Wijnaldum, it looks like. And he was their bright spark when he came on, really. Fabinho off to Salah. Great save, All Black. And they come like they mean business, Liverpool here. Look at that for a start. 2 minutes in, they've hit the post twice. First Salah, saved by All Black, onto the post. And then I think Firmino with a follow-up, was it? Straight again. Again off the post. We're 3 minutes in and they nearly scored immediately. That would have been a horror start for us. As we've lost it straight from the free kick as well. Ben Woodburn to carry this forward. We win it off him though with a good show of strength. And Barella can now play it to Semedo. Calm down a little bit, boys. Just play our game. Play the way we did in that first half at Anfield and we'll be fine. But yeah, very fast start by Liverpool. Here is Keita, found well by Woodburn. Now Grujic throwing the block in there to stop him from having a go at goal. It is the defensive side of our game that we've added in between us. And is that Jimenez maybe? I'm not even sure. We just throw our bodies on the line there to block that. Naby Keita, some step overs. Now to the edge of the area. Fabinho is on it. And he's got a lot to do from that position. And that's why it was so hard as we just make a simple challenge in the end. Barella's quick 1-2 return towards us. Is there a breakaway on here? Maxi Gomez out wide towards Lodi. And since their ferocious start that they made to the game, we've actually been a lot more composed on the ball and dominated possession. But they don't need possession, Liverpool, it seems like here, to create a couple of chances. It's Pepe down the right-hand side. He's done nothing so far in the game and yet again loses it. So, not having his finest start to a game as Ben Woodburn will carry this forward. But look at this from us. Defensively, I mean, I deserved to win that ball back and I didn't. I'll still track the run though. Still got to do my defensive job. And it might fizzle out here for Liverpool. Grujic's ball, Firmino found. There's the save by All Black. And it keeps the score at 0-0. It was a delicious ball through and it's not done yet. As Azpilicueta to Firmino. All Black again. That's what you want to see from your number one. So important to us is Jan Oblak. I cannot stress that enough. I've probably done it quite a few times in previous videos. But he just comes up with the goods. Just all the time when you need him to. Liverpool mounting the pressure on here. Naby Keita. Now again we'll look to go forward. But Pepe is there with the challenge. 10 seconds until the half-time whistle. And we need to get in at the break. 0-0. And that is exactly what is going to happen. Liverpool relentless in the first half here. They've not let up. They've come to show that they mean business. And they want that spot in the final of the Champions League. Us, on the other hand, there is a definite opportunity for us to catch them on the counter. We just need to use this ball a bit more effectively. Possession-wise, it's been okay. And without Oblak, Liverpool would have scored. But that's what he's in there to do. Make those big saves in big moments. Woodburn back towards Fabinho. Blocked by Calero. It's there again, though. And we do just enough to put off Fabinho. 7 minutes left of this game. Felix is there in the centre. Gives the quick 1-2. Not sure why he returned it. He should have just tried to run it. We keep hold of play, though. And now find the ball towards Camelo. 6 minutes left. I'm pretty sure, as well, we haven't had a single shot tonight. Not one. So I don't really know what to say about this performance. You know, as well, on another night, maybe Liverpool would have done this. If we didn't have Jan Oblak in our goal, Liverpool would have probably got through to a final. Barella looking for our first shot of the evening. And it's straight down the throat of Alisson, who can catch it. But yeah, we've done nothing. We've created nothing. We've sat back. We've defended. And in typical Atletico style, we've defended a lead that we already managed to get. And we've done it rather well. Obviously, Oblak has had to make saves. So don't just say that we've defended throughout it brilliantly. As Felix goes close to the head now. It has been moments of Oblak brilliance. But you've got to give us credit as well. Because Liverpool has piled on the pressure. But now the question remains, you know, if we are to play the final, legendary or ultimate? Legendary, we were able to create chances, admittedly a little bit too easy at times. Whereas tonight, we've gone to ultimate, we've had 2 shots. So, I don't know, but it looks like now it is going to be us heading through to that Champions League final. Liverpool have given what they could tonight. They tried. They were met by one of the finest goalkeepers in world football, though. Jimenez up towards Soler. Soler's ball will find us. Is there a chance, though, for one goal in the game for us here as we turn away off both posts and into the back of the net. And we've stolen the victory in the end with 2 seconds to play. It was Liverpool who tried to get out of their defensive third quickly, lost it. Jimenez winning the header on the halfway line. Soler's ball in towards us, but look at this. We had so much work to do as we turn inside. It hit both posts and went in. And it is the goal for us as well, and it will do the world of good moving into that final. 4-1 on aggregate. We can say we won the game as well here tonight on Ultimate. Even if we maybe didn't deserve to. But that's what happens. You've got to get to the final by any means, and we've done it. So, confirmation then that the Champions League final is going to be played out between us and Milan. However, I've got some news for you. Take a look at this. Remember when I said about us picking up too many yellow cards? Well, it turns out that I was correct. We're suspended for the final. So here's what I'm going to do. I've got a save file of just before we played the second leg against Liverpool. Because if you don't know, career mode auto saves. So I went through to try and find one. And I've got one before the Alaves game just after we played the first leg. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll sim the game against Liverpool, the second leg, to get the same result that we got. What it does mean is we lose the goal that we got in that game and we have one less appearance. But if it means I get to play in a Champions League final, then that's what I'm going to do. There's no way I'm missing this. I'm sorry. But if you don't like it, guys, and you think that that's unrealistic or whatever, do you really want me to miss the Champions League final because of a yellow card to then get a suspension? I really don't want to miss it. So that's what I'm going to do ahead of next episode so that we can play in the final itself. Like I said, we lose the goal that we got, but I don't really care because then it means I get to play. So, yeah, there is that. And I'll also end up coming back because don't take any notice of these games here because obviously those results might change after I've simmed the rest of it. And I'm not going to show you the team of the competition or anything like that for La Liga because, again, could change by the time we come back for the final. So I'll start the next video by showing you all of that stuff. But moving into it then, I want your opinion. What should we do? There'll be a poll at the top right-hand side of this video. And in that poll, you can decide whether or not we should use Ultimate difficulty or Legendary difficulty in the final. So make sure to cast your vote. To not give away the result of today's video, it's going to be something along the lines of, if we get to the final, what difficulty should we use? So yeah, that way I haven't given away the results. But nevertheless, a massive thank you for watching this episode today. Hopefully you enjoyed it anyways. If you did, give it a like. That'd be much appreciated. As always, a huge thank you as well for all of your support on the channel. And until next time, have a great day, have a great evening. And I will see you for the Champions League final very, very soon. Our very first one as well. I'm excited and hopefully you guys are as well. See you all then. Adios.